Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel, and today we're making some baby back ribs outdoors on the Pit Boss Platinum Series Lockhart. Now, ribs are one of my all-time favorite things to make. In fact, anytime that we have people over for dinner, they are always requesting these ribs. So today I'm going to show you how to make the absolute best ribs that you could possibly make on your Pit Boss. I don't know if I can sing the baby back song like I don't think I could sing that. I think I might get sued. So instead, let's just say that after you see these, you're going to want these baby back ribs. So let's get started. All right, look at these beautiful baby backs. These incredible ribs came from Strip District Meats, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You definitely need to check them out. Go to stripdistrictmeats.com and place your order online. They ship nationwide. Now, with any sort of rack of ribs, you're gonna wanna look for uniformity. So you can see, for example, on this rack, we got some just thin part here that's gonna come off. I'm just gonna take that off because it's probably gonna like burn up. So I wanna kind of make this as uniform as I can, just sort of square it up. Yeah, we can see there's a little bit of excess fat here. We'll take that off. All right, so using my super sharp Pit Boss Pro Series knife, I'm gonna just trim these a little bit. Go this way because I am right-handed. I'm gonna take this off right here, just like that. Kind of square this up just a tad. If you're brand new to making ribs, most of the time when you get ribs, they're going to have a thin membrane on the back. I don't know if you can kind of see it here, but you'll see it in a second. And that's just going to be rubberized, and it's going to prevent the fat from rendering, and it's just not a good thing to have on your ribs. So we want to take that membrane off. I'm going to come in here about 2 in on both of these. I'll just do it from this side. I'm going to go down just to square them up, just so that they're, a little bit more even across the board. And then this end here is just kind of a mess, so let me get that one off as well. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Give it that little extra treatment here on the side. All right, let's talk about the membrane. Now we want to remove that because it's going to toughen up in the smoker. It's not going to be very good. It's going to prevent a lot of that fat from rendering. So there's a couple different ways to do this. I am by no means an expert at doing it, and sometimes it just kind of gets a little messy when I do it. But there are tons of different videos out there that can teach you how to do it. There's the paper towel method, which is what I typically use. But I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get this off so we can keep moving. Now that I've got these nice and trimmed and squared up and that membrane removed, we're going to go ahead and season. So to start, I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil to each of these and just rub that in. And this is really just going to act as a binder. You could use mustard, you could use Worcestershire sauce, you could use really anything that you want. You could even use water. You're not really going to taste this. All you're doing is putting something on that's going to allow the seasoning to really adhere nicely. And speaking of seasoning, today I'm seasoning these baby back ribs with the Memphis barbecue rub from Pit Boss. I love this stuff. It's sweet, it's got a tiny bit of heat to it, but it really just kind of screams that traditional barbecue flavor. And I'm going to apply a pretty decent amount. I don't really think you can over season your ribs. Pat that in. I just love the look of that color. I love that color on it. It's beautiful. This other guy here. All right, ribs are seasoned. They look gorgeous. Now I'm just gonna let them sit here and really let that absorb for about 20 minutes or so. Then we're gonna get them onto the Pit Boss, and I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna smoke these today. All right, it's been about 20 minutes, and these ribs look incredible. The color is just dynamite. Now we're gonna put them on the Pit Boss Platinum Series Lockhart at 275 degrees, and we're gonna leave them there for about 2.5 hours. I'm gonna come back out, and what I'm looking for is that bright red color. At that point, we're gonna wrap them up and we're gonna cook them until they're done. So it's not like a 3-2-1 method that you may have seen previously. This is kind of a whenever they're done method. So we're gonna do, like I said, 2.5 hours unwrapped, meat side up, and then we'll come back out after 2.5 hours and we'll wrap them up, and I'll show you that process as well. So right now, let's go ahead and get them on the Lockhart. All right, here's number one. I'm just gonna sort of bunch it together there. I like how they cook that way. And number two. Again, just sort of bunch it up. All right, there we go. See you in a couple hours. All right, about 2.5 hours in, let's take a look. Woo! Man, those look good. Beautiful color on there. You can see that they are still very moist. A lot of that moisture is still there. I didn't need to spritz these at all. So now we're gonna take them off, wrap them up, and do a couple other things to them. All right, you guys, the smell out here is amazing. I've got just some aluminum foil here, and we're gonna wrap these up. But before we actually wrap them, I'm gonna put some other stuff kind of in here. So I'm gonna start with just a little bit of light brown sugar, just about the kind of the length of the ribs. Then I'm gonna put like 4 tablespoons of butter. So this is basically half a stick just cut into these little pats here. Next, some hot honey. Oh yeah, this is gonna be amazing. Then a little bit more of that Memphis rub. And now I'm just gonna take this rack of ribs, turn them over there, and then I'm gonna use 2 pieces of foil here and wrap these guys up. Now I'm gonna put these back on the smoker for another 2 hours at that same temp, 275, and I'm gonna put the meat side down so that once that butter melts in there, these ribs are basically just swimming in this deliciousness. All right, one more time for the other ribs. Whoop, little wind, that's fine. Calm down. Add that butter, hot honey, some more rub, on go the ribs, and we're gonna wrap. All right, I'm gonna go put these back on the smoker, and then we'll pull them off in another couple of hours, and they'll probably be ready. All right, wait till you see these. Look at those. Woo! Gorgeous color, tons of moisture. My gosh, those look so amazing. All right, let's get a look at how we did on the inside here. Got my sharp knife again. Don't worry, I washed it. Calm down. Gonna go right in through here. It literally just falls apart. Look at this. Look at that meat. Oh, it's just falling off the bone. All right, the time is here. It's time to try these incredible looking baby back ribs. Man, this smell right now, oh my gosh. I'm surprised that like neighbors aren't just flocking over here because of how good this smells. So I'm gonna go in here and get some of that meat that we just found falling off the bone. Oh man, ooh, so smoky, so tasty. I can't say enough about the bark. That brown sugar, it's caramelized on there. That honey, the hot honey, that Memphis rub, oh my gosh. One of the best ribs I've ever had. Man, I'm gonna need you to say it with me on this one. Holy smokes, that is good. These ribs are delicious. They were pretty simple to make, as you saw. So go grab your own baby back ribs and try this recipe. It's super simple, but it is super delicious. Well, hey, there is some massive rib eating in my immediate future. So thank you once again for tuning into the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and click the thumbs up to give us a like. Thank you once again to Strip District Meats, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for these amazingly tasty and beautiful baby back ribs. And while I'm eating these ribs, you gotta check out this video and this video. Definitely gonna make your mouth water and give you some inspiration for things that you can do outside on the smoker. And I will see you next time.